Hi everyone, welcome back to class. In today's video, we will look into the topic constructor in Java. So what is a constructor in Java? So in Java, a constructor is a special method used to initialize an object when they are created, and a constructor is automatically called when you create an object using the new keyword. Okay, a constructor must have same name as that of class name, and a constructor does not have a return type, even it do not include the void as a return type. So what it says is, a constructor is a special method that is used to initialize an object when they are created, and a constructor is automatically called when you create an object using the new keyword. Okay, and a constructor will be having the same name as that of the class name. Okay, and a constructor do not have a return type, even it do not include the void. Okay, so this is the example that gives you the how a constructor is automatically called when you create an object using the new keyword. So here I have taken the car as a class name. Okay, so the execution of Java code starts with main method, and inside the main method I am creating the object for the class car. So to create an object, the syntax looks like car, which is the class name, followed by a reference variable. Here my car is a reference variable, equals to new keyword. So new keyword is used to create an object for the class, followed by car. So here car, this particular car is the constructor that is automatically called when you create an object using a new keyword. So the moment you create an object, this particular car constructor gets called. So it will call this constructor. So this particular constructor, which is a special method, gets called, and whatever you return inside the constructor block, that get executed. So here I am going to print system.out.println, a new car has been created. So when you try to execute it, you may get the output as a new car has been created. Okay, so what we have observed here is, we have taken the car as a class name, and inside the main method, using the new keyword, I am the creating the object for the car, which is a class. So the moment you create an object, the car, here this car is the constructor that get automatically called, and when it automatically get called, this particular block of code get executed. So this is what a constructor in Java, and by default it is a default constructor. And in previous classes we have seen there are different type of methods exist in Java, like method with parameters and method without parameters, right? Similarly, when we talk about the constructor concept in Java, we'll be having the constructor with parameters and constructor without parameters. So just now we have seen the default constructor, where the constructor is not having any arguments or the parameters. So now you can see here, this is the constructor having the parameters, so we call it as parameterized constructor. Okay, so here I have taken the class name as car, and inside it I have taken the variables like model, which is of type string, and year, which is a variable of type int. Okay, so and you can see here, these variables are known as instance variables. So the instance variables are the variables that are declared inside the class and outside the method or constructor. Okay, so these are the instance variable, and the execution of Java code starts with main method. Okay, so what I am doing here is, here the class name is car, right? So for this particular class I am creating the object using the new keyword, that is car, which is the class name, followed by my car reference variable, equals to new keyword used to create an object, followed by car. So this is the constructor, and I am passing the two arguments, which are like Toyota, which is of type string, and another is 2023, which is of type int. So the moment you create an object, the constructor with these two arguments get called. So here we will be having the constructor having the two parameters. Okay, so the first argument Toyota, which is of type string, will get assigned to model name. Okay, so model name becomes Toyota, and it is of type string. Okay, and next 2023, which is of int, will be assigned to model year. The moment you call car constructor automatically by using the new keyword, these particular two arguments will be assigned to these two parameters and execute this particular block. So Toyota will be assigned to model. So here model is equals to Toyota. Okay, and then 2023 value will be assigned to year. So year becomes 2023. Okay, and next what we are doing here is the next step, using the reference variable my car, we are calling the method display. Okay, and you can see here display is a method and it is of non-static because we are not using the static keyword. Okay, so it is a non-static method. So for calling the method which is of non-static, we need to create an object, and using the reference variable we call this particular method, right? So here my car is the reference variable. Using that we are calling the method display. Okay, the moment you call this particular method, this particular block of code get executed. So what you are printing here is car model. So it gives you output as car model. So model value is Toyota, car model Toyota, and year value is 2023. So you may get the output as car model Toyota year 2023. Okay, so what is happening here is, so inside the main method, using the new keyword, I have created the object for the class car, and my car is a reference variable. So the moment you create an object, car which is a constructor having the two arguments will be called. So the Toyota will be assigned to parameter model name which is of type string, and 2023 will be assigned to model year which is of type int. So this is the constructor having the two parameters. So we call it as parameterized constructor. Okay, so Toyota will be assigned to model and 2023 will be assigned to year. And next what we are doing in the next step is, using the reference variable we are calling the method display. Okay, so the moment you call this particular method, the block of statement could get executed. So what it prints, car model. So model value is Toyota, and year, so year value is 2023. So the total output is car model Toyota year 2023. So this is how it actually works. So this is what about parameterized constructor. So this is all about today. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.